Hi, it is Dr. Thorpe from Healing Passion again. Today, we are going to see why chronic illnesses has become a major health concern in the modern world. Have you ever wondered what causes chronic illnesses? Well, today, we are going to dive into the science behind it and explore how chronic illnesses are developed. When a person is exposed to high doses of harmful substances, their risk of developing an acute illness increase. For example, clinical COVID-19 was caused by exposure to a virulent virus strain like SARS-CoV-2 during the recent pandemics. High exposure doses of pesticides can also even result in death. Chronic illnesses start when the total exposure to harmful substance, also known as the exposome. When the total exposure exceeds the host tolerance, this exposure can come from a variety of sources, including bacteria, fungi, environmental toxins, and even everyday things like air pollution. This process of illnesses begins. However, low-dose exposure activates adaptive mechanisms in the body to deal with the exposure stress and control subsequent tissue damage. This process, known as hormesis, helps the body build resistance to potential threats and maintain its health and prevent clinical symptoms during the times of these exposures. Hormesis and tolerance are represented by the green arrow in this chart. But when the body tolerance limits are surpassed, this tiny damaging process can accumulate and lead to the chronic illnesses as shown by the red line in this chart. For example, people who stay in environments with high levels of air pollution, such as PM2.5, have a higher risk of developing metabolic and cardiovascular problems, even if they never experience acute respiratory symptoms. It is also important to note that a single external or internal exposome can induce a variety of chronic diseases, and a single chronic illness may be caused by multiple exposomes. This is why the modern-day prevalence of chronic diseases is influenced by the total exposome load and host tolerance. Individual susceptibilities play a key roles in determining the impacts of total exposome load on our health as well. Some people may be more vulnerable to the effects of certain exposomes, while others may have higher tolerance. This can contribute to the variation in the prevalence of chronic illnesses across different population groups. So, there you have it. Chronic illnesses are the results of an accumulation of chronic multiple exposures, even at a small doses, that exceed the body tolerance. Understanding this balance is crucial in helping us prevent and manage chronic illnesses in the future. That will conclude the topics of total exposome load. We shall explore the interaction of genome and exposome that influence individual susceptibility to chronic illnesses in the next episode. Thank you for watching. Until then.